Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. It begins in darkness. A man lies motionless, breath shallow, pain radiating through his body. 2 bullets in his back. The room is quiet except for the faint drip of blood and the sound of his ragged breaths. This is Drew Kane, wounded, fighting, but not defeated. As we move forward, memories are fragmented, shards of a night he can't fully piece together. Who pulled the trigger? Who stood behind him in that moment? The question becomes haunting. And as the clues start to emerge, it will become clear the man he trusts may have manipulated him all along. Drew has long believed that Michael Corinthos shot him. He's repeated it, he's built a narrative around it, and he's acted on it. But now, new whispers from his memory are creeping in. Visions, flashbacks, half-heard sounds that cast doubt on everything he thought he knew. Could it be that Willow, the woman he loves, tried to kill him? Or is this all part of one of the deepest deceptions yet? Drew's loyalty to Willow was never in question. He spoke for her, covered for her, defended her even when suspicion mounted. When the gun used in the shooting is tied back to Edward Quartermain, and when Willow's name begins to rise in suspect circles, Drew steps forward, not only to shield her, but to manage the damage. He lies for her. He lies for love. He constructs an alternate truth that protects her. In his mind, he's saving her from the consequences. But in doing so, he risks losing himself. He tells investigators, police, friends, family, Michael was at the scene. Michael had motive, Michael had access. He points the finger hard and fast. Drew becomes the crusader. He pushes the narrative that his own brother-in-law is the shooter. And for a while, it fits. Fragments of evidence, rumors, misdirection, all feeding into that conclusion. Yet, even as he holds that version as gospel, his subconscious wars with him. Late nights, haunted dreams, a snapshot of movement behind a curtain, a flash of a face he thought he recognized. As new evidence floats to the surface, gun residue, forensic matches, unexpected witnesses, things begin to crack. In private moments, guarding Willow, trying to convince her, he falters. He knows he's grasping. He senses the foundation shaking. He senses that perhaps he is the one building a trap, not for Michael, but for Willow. And in that tension, he begins to remember. He recalls a whisper, a name in the dark. He remembers a scent, a perfume he thought Willow wore, maybe in his mind. A silhouette stepping out. A gun pressed close behind his back. That night, he had his back turned. But what if he turned his head just enough? What if he glimpsed something? What if he realized too late who was there? Bits emerge. Not Michael's voice, but another's. Not Michael's hands, but someone else's. The shock hits him. Was the shooter Willow all along? Could the woman he loves, his partner, have turned on him in a moment of rage or desperation? In one fierce moment, he catches himself nearly admitting it. But he covers, spins another lie, folds the memory back into darkness. He's torn between protecting her and accusing her. Torn between disbelief and dawning horror. From the outside, others smell the change in Drew. He becomes more tense, erratic. He argues with detectives, pushes back on certain lines of questioning. He privately questions whether he's lost all objectivity. For Willow, he doubles down. He reassures her, defends her, refuses to entertain the possibility she's guilty. Because if she is, everything collapses. Meanwhile, Michael, caught in the crossfire, furiously denies. He asserts his innocence, publicly and privately. He questions Drew's motives, points out inconsistencies in his story, accuses Drew of trying to destroy him. But the seed of doubt is planted. Rumors swirl. The police begin to re-examine Michael, even as Drew tries to push them away. And then Drew's memories grow stronger. One night, drawn to a quiet room, he closes his eyes and lets it flow. He sees a shadow. He feels the gun's muzzle. He hears a gasp. Not Michael's gasp, but Willow's. He sees her hands tremble. He feels the shock that he's seen her there. He realizes, so much of what he believed was twisted, manipulated. Now the real war begins. Will he expose her? Will he blackmail her? Or will he continue to twist truth so that she, the woman he once believed unconditionally, escapes? He's trapped between love and betrayal. Yet he hesitates. He can't quite bring himself to accuse her. He loves her too much. He fears the fallout. He wonders if this is a final test, or if he's being gaslit. Could someone else be orchestrating this, forcing his mind to fracture? Could Michael or another foe be framing her, planting evidence, twisting circumstances so that Drew becomes the weaponsmith of his own heartbreak? Drew lies for Willow even brighter now, shielding her from investigators, redirecting suspicion, suppressing his own memories. And the more he suppresses, the more his subconscious lashes back, flashes, tremors, dreams where he's running, where voices repeat, "She did this." The guilt, the confusion, the slow realization that he's been blind. Through it all, his internal monologue rages. I know her. I know she would never. Yet here is the evidence. Here are the whispers. I can't fully trust my mind anymore. I need the truth. But if I find it, will I destroy everything I love? He starts to leave trails, small clues, demands for transparency, hints to investigators, but always under his control. He uses misdirection, false leads, diversions. He still controls the narrative. He is the pillar she leans on while he secretly unravels. At a tense confrontation, he lures Willow into a room where he forces her to answer questions. He watches her flinch, twisting her words, pressing, pushing. She protests innocence, cries betrayal, insists she would never. He steps back, heartbreaking, but inside, he knows something changed. The air between them crackles. That moment forces a fracture. Willow is pushed to desperation. She calls Michael, tells him what's happening. She knows Drew is slipping into obsession. She begs for help. Michael, in turn, senses a window. He pushes harder to clear his name, to remove suspicion. He begins quietly whispering that Drew is unstable, that maybe it's Drew who's manipulating memories. From every angle, the tension ramps. Investigators dig into forensic files, gun residue, fingerprints, access logs, video footage. They see glimpses of Willow in proximity to Edward's gun. They see a trail of access to rooms, security cameras disabled. They see Michael's suspicious behavior around the time of the shooting. Both sides have motives. Meanwhile, both have opportunity. Drew's memory sequence locks in. He's no longer half-blind. He sees her silhouette. He remembers the moment. He hears her voice. And he knows the shooter was Willow. But he hesitates to utter those words. Because to speak them is to shatter a life, a relationship, a world. He's not just accusing her, he's sentencing them both. He begins preparing. He gathers evidence, rehearses confrontation, plans how he will present it. He considers blackmail. He could force her to flee, confess, disappear. He considers betrayal. He could walk away, destroy her, leave her with nothing. He's horrified by both options. And he's paralyzed. In a climactic scene, he presents the evidence to detectives, carefully curated, fingerprints in hidden places, security logs, a final memory he couldn't suppress. He watches as Willow's face crumbles, as shock becomes sorrow, as love turns to fear. She sobs, pleads. He watches his own reflection in the broken trust. Michael stands behind, vindicated in his silence, maybe even shattered. As Drew speaks, he doesn't just say facts. He reveals his pain. You were there. You shot me. I kept it together because I loved you. But now I remember. Willow's eyes flash. Denials, tears, memory blanks. She struggles, but she cannot fully refute. She begs him to believe she doesn't remember, that she was in a haze, that she never meant to. But the evidence clangs. The proof is brutal. The love is fractured. In the aftermath, Drew holds the power. He could break her, ask for prison time, demand exile, walk away. But maybe in the wreckage he will select a third path. Forgiveness, silence, or something darker still. He must decide between exposing her fully, letting her take the fall, protecting her again, rewriting a new lie, or walking away from both her and Michael broken. He stands at the crossroads of his own heart and justice. The story ends on the edge. Drew, gazing across the room at Willow, the weight of his decision heavy. The camera pulls back as he steps forward. Will he speak the truth? Will he lie again? Or will he choose a third, darker path? The memory now clear, the betrayal now visible, the future now uncertain. The air is thick, the silence is loud, and the question lingers, not just who shot Drew, but who is Drew now? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.